It's beer o'clock on Real Ale Craft Beer. Today we got a Freak Aleworks Phantom Pale Ale. It's a 330 can coming in at 4.8% ABV. And I mentioned that the lager looked a little Magic Rocky. If that doesn't look like a can of Magic Rock beer, I don't know what will. It's a direct rip-off, I would say, from Magic Rock. But I mean, it's made by Aldi. Aldi are very good at coming close to making a digestive biscuit look like it's from McVitie's, or a pack of their sausages to look like a premium sausage from one of the great butchers out there. They're very good at cloning. So I'm not gonna overly criticize their rip of Magic Rock, because that's what they do and that's what makes them successful, and everything is relatively cheap in Aldi, and I quite like Aldi. So without further ado, let's get this can out into a glass, see what we get. The beer has been brewed using Citra, Mosaic, Topaz, Ella and Galaxy hops. Wow. I mean, the beer, I think it was about £1.20 for this. For this beer. I hope they've hopped it nicely. I hope there's a good amount of hops in this beer. We got a 1 finger white head, good levels of carbonation. Clarity, good clarity on the beer, very clear, light straw coloured beer. Let's get the aroma. Like me. For how critical I was of Aldi in early 2019 when they brought out their first batch of craft beers into the store, and some of them were just undrinkable. This, even just putting this to my nose, this is a complete step change into the world of good craft beer. Hoppy, zesty, lemony, mango. Bizarre how hoppy the aroma is on this beer. And I'm saying bizarre because it's only £1.20 a can. The margins on this beer, sorry to get all boring and technical on you, but the margins on this beer must be pence. Let's dive in. Cheers. For me, it's a red ale. Although it looks a golden amber coloured beer, for me there's that kind of red ale sense to it, that really good malt that goes together, that clashes well with the hops on the beer. It's grapefruity, it's bitter, it's piney. It's like walking through a forest, pulling some pine needles down, rubbing them in your hands, getting the smells of the pine. So I would say it was more of a traditional, I say traditional, isn't it marvellous how we're using the word traditional now? American pale ales and American IPAs have been around all of 30 years, and we're calling them traditional already. Sierra Nevada Pale Ale, here is to your traditional roots. This is fantastic. For the price, for that £1.20, it's a nice bit of carbonation that pushes the beer on the inside of the mouth, releases more of that flavour. It's got good body to it. There's lots of sweetness coming from the malt. There's a good quality malt coming through as well, which is quite almost like, wow. They've gone all out. They really have gone all out to make a nice pale ale. you can see, look at the lacing on the glass. Look at the way the lacing's sticking to the side of the glass. Carbonation is chasing the head of the glass. Just terrific stuff. And very easy drinking. Very, very easy drinking beer. What did I say? 4.8, didn't I? Yeah, 4.8% ABV. I could tuck 4, 5, 6 of these away on a sunny Sunday afternoon. Amazing. Just terrific. A little bit of orange, a bit of spiciness and pepperiness. It's good, it's very good. Do they say much about the beer? Only that it's been crafted in small batches. I've mentioned earlier Citra, Mosaic, Topaz, Ella and Galaxy hops. Amazing that they can cram so many hops into a beer that was so cheap, £1.20. I mean, comparing this to something like because I mean, you can go to Cardiff these days where I'm from, and I'm sure many other city bars around the UK, Europe, America, and you can pay £2.50 to £3 for a half of beer these days. Some of it will be absolutely out of this world. But to say you can get a whole can of beer in Aldi for £1.20, to ask it to compete with that half of beer for £3 would be not completely ridiculous, but it's at a different level. There's different kind of dry hop levels. Some of these beers are incredibly juicy. It's just amazing. This is more traditional. This is where I'd say Sierra Nevada based their pale ale 20 years ago, 30 years ago, but still, it's still a good beer. I still like that style of beer, that class of beer, that classic American pale ale. It still holds a place here in my heart. So I will buy this more often. The price is right. It's very good. Some of you might have noticed a slight edit as I was drinking the beer for the first time. My memory card gave out. I've had this memory card for God knows how long. At least it warned me though. You know when you record on phones, sometimes when you're out and about, and you're talking for 10 minutes and all of a sudden the recording stopped and you just carry on, and you then have to go back and find the edit and stitch it all together. This old camcorder was like blowing alarm bells at me. Burp, 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 burp. Something's gone wrong, and so at least I knew in my mind I was like ready to take the first sip of the beer. So yeah, apologies for the edit. My card gave out, my old SanDisk 128 gig card. I bought that when I bought this camcorder. So everything at the moment, I'm the type of person to get every last bit out of the technology I bought at the time. So I bought this camcorder, the 4K camcorder, about 4 years ago, 5 years ago, maybe I'd say 4 years ago. Been great for years. It's been the best, most solid camcorder I've had for years. But the charger, where I've been using it so much, the cable broke. I've actually fixed that back together to charge the camcorder. Then the touch screen is gone on the camcorder, so hence I've got to take the cards out, in and out of the camcorder, and put it into the Mac to render it and edit it and whatever. I think that's what's happened with the card. So the card's the same age as the camcorder, I think, because it lived in the camcorder before. I used to grab the camcorder and lead it up to the, very old-fashioned these days, I know, but I used to lead the camcorder up to my Mac. So I never used to take the card out, the SanDisk card out, ever out of this machine. So I think when the touchscreen went and I couldn't do that anymore, the last few months, card in, card out, card in, card out, I've worn the blooming thing away, so everything at the moment is falling apart. But I want to get every last piece out of this camcorder because I really like it. And you can't buy camcorders anymore. This range of camcorder I bought when it came out brand new about 4 years ago was the last Panasonic camcorder they've made. I'm waiting for some like 8K Panasonic camcorder to come out so I can purchase it for the channel. But it very much looks like I'm going over to GoPro. It looks like I'm going over to GoPro, which, yeah, okay, a lot more portable. But I'm 40, I'm nearly 41, and I'm like, you should record off a camcorder if you want to record film, because I'm of that age, I'm afraid. For me, it seems ridiculous that you could. I use my phone all the time. It seems ridiculous that you can film 4K at 60 frames a second off an iPhone. Just bonkers, just so bizarre. Rating for this beer, I've gone on a bit now. Freak Aleworks Phantom Pale Ale. Old school kind of red ale, piney, citrusy, hoppy. It's for the price, it's a 9 out of 10. It's a 9 out of 10 from Real Ale Craft Beer. Please put your comments in the comments box, subscribe to our daily beer and food reviews, give us a big fat thumbs up. Boom! Cheers!